map where we really don't know what to expect, but
anything is possible.
Exactly. These are those moments I don't think anyone is going to forget about.
Or expect. Or respect.
All of those things and many more.
So back to the home seminar. Kidding, we're not going back down that road. We are ready to see what this pistol round brings, and it's EG set up for 4 over here at A. They have left just Ethan in charge of the B bomb site. Slow, smooth, and smooth is fast. FURIA know that. They've gotten to the end of apartments. They are ready to bust on them.
Pow, pow. Pow, 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 pow. Here come the flashes. 2 in the pit here. Stam and Breezy overwhelmed, blown out. Queserato doubles down, and there's a smoke on the site. That is somewhat good for Tariq. It also boxes him in. He can't really have any support at this point. He's trapped on his own with 20 HP.
Yeah, it's ideal, right?
Oh, dear. EG, they throw another like deeper motor smoke down so they can cross everyone into the site. And now it's this weird like death match, like fight for control between site and pit. It's being won by FURIA, and as it should be. Ooh,
okay.
Ethan.
Real slick there from Ethan, but it's not enough. He gets overwhelmed in the site, Henny with the last one in the round, and Queserato really the can opener in that one. I don't know if that's a nickname for anyone, the can opener.
Queserato,
Packed a big wrench, Trace.
Yes. 2 kills, 200 ADR, 200 damage in 1 round. That's because that's 2 headshots. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Times are tough. Economy, it's not great. Especially not for EG with the scout pistol combo. We got a Bison on our, it's not quite the P90, but it's, if anything, better.
I'd say it's like its little cousin, the nail gun.
Yeah, dude, doesn't shoot peas.
No, they just shoot decking nails.
Far too many of them, 64 in the mag. Let's check it out.
Oh, Cirque with the scout. Damage onto Art. That might be the Bison already out of action.
Oh.
That's why you do love to see the scouts out on rounds like this. Now, Breeze tries to get aggressive, but that scout comes into play in a big way when you consider that pistols are accompanying it. So any tag that Cirque gets goes a long way. A is conceded.
Call it, Harry.
Yeah, Trace, normally you'd be correct in that one, but this is just a save, isn't it?
I'm just saying, you know, like, normally the idea here is you get the scout out and you take a couple shots, hit a
You went a bit Irish there, is that? Normally, you just get the scout out. I can't do it
like normally, lads, you get the scout out. You see? Can't do it like you guys, obviously. A couple years experience.
Dude, I can't do any American accent.
I can't do a Geordie accent to save my life.
I mean, we live on an island, so that's, you know, it certainly helps. There's a joke in there somewhere.
Okay, Art, this is not a joke anymore. Mouse 1 is closed.
Art's run out of ammo in the Bison, a feat I didn't even know could be done.
Oh, this is interesting.
He's just mentally preparing to get that P90 next round, you know?
Just think if you're hiding in the kitchen there, if you're EG and you like hear that, what the hell is that thing?
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
What have they got?
Oh my God.
Has to turn the kettle off.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, another eco. Standard stuff. EG saving not much, but all they can muster.
And look, let's not even pretend like anything else is important outside of the Bison. I really think that's the main talking point here.
Ain't a whole lot else to talk about, I suppose.
Oh, run boost. That's pretty slick, pretty quick, but they don't find anything from it. So let's focus on that Bison one more time.
Just really make sure that if it does anything at all, we
will
documented.
Be there. Well, he did just kill a chicken, so, you know, it's not great. Currently, we're going to put him as -1 and 0 for that. It's good as a team kill. Now split between short and long. It's going to be Cirque and Stan. The Bison, ready to roar to life. The scary thing about the Bison is that once it starts shooting, it doesn't have to stop shooting. As Cirque learns the hard way. Oh, there's still more bullets where that came from, and Tariq will be there to trade. So he's at least got it a bit back under control. Art is like already waging psychological warfare. Ethan. Oh, dear.
The Art primed it. He shot all the bullets, so Ethan would have to reload. That's 400 IQ.
Yeah.
Save the Bison, Queserato. Guess not.
No, I think it'll get looked over. I mean, I guess if I had to choose, definitely go in the MAC-10 route. Just saying.
Oh my.
Oh, why did we have to do that?
Savage.
We've upset literally every viewer we have.
Well, hopefully enough of those shenanigans for now.
What I want to know, Art,
here.
is where's the P90?
Yeah, right?
We
If
were
Furia
promised
2-0, they've got to buy it.
P90. Rest assured, he is going to get it. Art is a man of his word.
Oof.
Well, glad I didn't get it in this round, as he's already been naded down to 10 HP. And that's going to prompt like this weird Ogden's Law where they swap a MAC-10 for an AK, which I guess is like the mini version of an AWP and an AK.
It depends how you look at it, right? Because you could either give the MAC-10 to Art and send him in first as like this like walking decoy who's going to die and then get traded, or you can give him the AK, put him at the back, and make him pick off players from a range while the MAC-10s get churned up. So Furia, they give him an AK, then they give him a Galil. You can argue for either one. Oh dear, nice trade though. There's two more at B, but they're stuck in CT. Like this from Tarek, he's dodging the flashes. Furia, despite being 4 here, they're not committing. This hesitation is making EG second guess themselves, and they rotate Cirque off as Furia go in.
Oh goodness, 2 players at the pillar as well. Thankfully they were given some time to switch that up, but Vinny still knocks the pillars of this site down. Cirque holding the cross is in with 1. But no one else is going to try and run the gauntlet. No one else is going to try and get past. Cirque starved for that second kill. He's still looking for it. Meanwhile, Breezy, he's going the wrong way. He's saving. Cirque's saving. It's a save for EG. So 4 on the board for Furia.
Oh boy.
It's one thing if they break the streak of this series never going their way, but it's another to break the winning streak of EG on Inferno.
Yeah, and do it in a 2-0 as well. Like that, it's just everything completely flipping on its head. In that 12-win streak, 2 wins over Furia, 2 wins over MIBR, 3 wins over Gen G, 4 over Liquid, 1 over Triumph. So pretty much everyone, and then some.
Hello. They've been doing that all day, man.
Yeah.
My arms would be exhausted by now.
They are. You should put them down, Harry.
Well, I've been joining in whenever they come up, you know. I want to get that Christmas spirit built. Is that what that is about? I don't know. Yeah, man, we all love Christmas, don't we? Cirque, down through middle. He's got a bit of a present for Vinny, and Vinny don't love it. Cirque, not the kind of guy you want to get as your secret Santa. As it's a bit more of a secret slaughter down here in middle. Man advantage taken for EG right away. K-Serrato is going to flash Art through this mid-smoke, but there's no love to be found on the other side. That's not all bad news, though, for Furia. They don't get the fight they were hoping for, but they get top mid control, and that there is quite the bit of real estate to have this early on in the round. Kind of makes losing Vinny not worth it entirely, but at least his death wasn't entirely in vain here. And now, caught with a nade out. Yuri just runs in with his back turned. This is weird. This is a very slow, creeping push, and at the same time, pretty fast. Like, they get here at a fast pace, and now it just slows down completely.
Oh, boy.
Now bested by the UMP. Yeah, this one didn't look like it was going to go well from the very beginning, and it doesn't go well at all.
No, that's one way of putting it. 5 alive. EG build the money, and that's a kicker of a round to win as well. Get it on early. Don't let Furia string together some dominant T lead. Orb opener. I feel like the fan cams appear for less and less time each time. As more people are on it, I have more to look at and less time to look at them. Trying to like decipher 400 cams. But right now, EG, buy is in. On the other side, Furia have the orb. Henny tagged by utility early down bottom mid. Cirque did go for an ult peek. He didn't get punished, and he gets out alive. Smoke in the mid choke, and a rotate towards A in the form of Tarek. So gambling in this one, EG leaving Ethan alone on B with a smoke flash. It might be the right call. Furia looking to crunch middle. Still defaulting right now as they call up Banana, regaining that control. With Stan on the railings. Very annoying angle to deal with. Flash is good. Harry peeks with it, and he'll take down Vinny with no punishment. Art goes through the smoke and the Molotov, but it's going to be Breezy to take him back. Stan from above, laying down death. And now there's just 2 up for FURIA, pugging their way to success, or at least an attempt to be. Queserato finding Breezy, and the AWP goes back up towards Banana.
Queserato is going to move back to try and rejoin Henny. And Cirque has actually just peeled away from this B site. Now, there is still a smoke on Henny. He can smoke CT and cut Cirque out of the round. And then they just have to get past Ethan. I'm saying that like that's an easy fight, though. Ethan is not the kind of guy you want to be going toe-to-toe with, even in a 2 against 1. And they don't smoke. They creep up silently. Now, they will...
TikTok.
Are they saving? They're saving. All right.
Yeah.
Well, there we go, man. Like we all said, you know, you don't want to face Ethan, and so they don't. That's a good way to avoid it, right?
Yeah, I mean, they've done the maths in their off time, and they figured out they actually have a pretty decent buy here if they save those guns. So, not liking their chances inside of B, and like under assumption there should have been 2 players there. One was actually just very deep in spawn, so nothing wrong with that call there for FURIA. They don't know how winnable that was, but it's not the end of the world. They've got plenty more chances at it. And a quick pause before they do, trying to figure out the fact that EG have got back-to-back rounds on this CT site. AWP opening kills, holding down mid well. FURIA don't even know about the B rotates yet, about the fact that they're leaving a solo player there from time to time. It's not info FURIA have. Yeah, this one's not going to be as easy as Nuke, I can tell you that much. It may have been FURIA's pick in the series, but it's one that EG relish in seeing in this map pool.
Well, if you're FURIA and you've seen all those nades, you're already anticipating a pretty heavy presence in this B site. Stan was only there in the beginning, though, and does rotate away into this more standard 3-2 split between A and B. And so FURIA, they're still looking up to the challenge of taking this top Banana control at the very, very least. A lot of what they've been doing so far is just kind of establishing this standard default of top B control, looking for top mid, and then trying to work from there. And to pretty mixed results thus far for FURIA. This round, it's a much heavier focus on that Banana control, and maybe we see something a little bit faster as a result. That re-smoke at the top of Banana is going to slow down any play FURIA were hoping to make. Something important to realize as well is that the money just really wasn't there for FURIA investing into this round, and as such, their utility is pretty limited. There's also an early rotate from Cirque in towards B. Now they leave 2 players here. That's Art, and it's also Vinny. And these have 2 of the 3 smokes that FURIA have. So they use all their utility that is left in this round, selling a B fake, while the rest of the gang start to work their way into top middle. Now there's 20 seconds left. So at this point, EG are kind of convinced. Like, they've still got 2 players on A, but the majority are B leaning. And Art deals with that 1 B player. But now it's all gotten a bit awkward as these 2 that were still inside of A are able to hold the ground. Henny lives to tell the tale, but he's got no time to get the bomb down. And so Stan is like taking us on a panoramic tour of the site, and he takes one down after time. That is one of the weirder rounds of CS that we've ever seen. You know that scene from The Matrix where the camera like pans around Neo really quickly? Stan just acted that out for us. We don't even need observers anymore or like in-game directors. We got Stanislaw to just do it himself. DIY.
Yeah, that's the time is everything there for FURIA, right? Like the fact the clock is so low and EG is still cemented in their pit setup. If FURIA were at least able to throw in a bit more of a heavier B fake earlier in the round, maybe EG would have like pulled away from double pit, and that would have gone a lot better. But kind of entrenched, and FURIA unable to get by them. Even when they do, Stan hunts down Henny on the plant. Even if he stuck it, he'd be dead. So, yeah, there was no way for success for FURIA in that round. Time got the better of them. And now this buy is just weird as they have to force round what they got out with. Not a lot. Vinny on a armorless Glock with $150. Really taking one for the team here, Vinny.
Respect.
Ooh.
Well, Art almost catches Ethan out in the open there towards CT, but that's going to cause for a lot of utility to get dumped. And actually, this is just going to be the full-on hit. Art just trying to peer over the smoke. Meanwhile, it's Tarek with one. He's not going to stay alive very long because Art's going to keep racking him up. Rack him. He puts two away, looks for a third, and he finds it on Breeze with ease. That's a bomb plant. FURIA all but the round in the bag. Ethan only good for one on his aggression. And that gives Stanislaw an AWP and a CT spawn point of view. He's backing away. That's it. FURIA go up to 5.
That's all the ore from Art, right? EG, I don't know if they were just not expecting the B play or maybe they wanted to play retake from the get-go. Yeah, nice try. EG had no one in B. They were playing double CT there. So FURIA, they just get into the site. They throw that CT smoke down. Art can AWP above it. He cuts off rotations and those B players who weren't in B. And then FURIA just take their post pass towards the ruins and double set up on the coffin. So, yeah, given a lot of room to work there. And EG not able to retake because of this AWP on the boost. Oh, my.
Yeah, he hit some zoomers right here.
Going through the smoke with a flash, that's just mental as well, but you love to see it. And out of nowhere, FURIA pick up a little round with not a lot, with players on Glocks, but it won't stop them. The buy is in for EG, and the money is on the line for both teams in this round, more so than ever before. FURIA win this round, they can have quite the T side on a plate, but great grenades do damn damage, putting 2 down to 30 at the start of the round.
And Tarek is like, he's deeper through Banana than FURIA are even near it, man. Like, they're still at T ramp, and Tarek is here ready to party. Henny, though, prone to the party here, ready to try and hold down this Banana side. Flashed off briefly. Does have the rest of the gang nearby to help out. This is still weird, though. Like, Tarek is extraordinarily deep down Banana, and they do seem aware of this possibility.
Oh, no.
Art's just helped. He saved Tarek's life. Art's like, don't worry, I got him. I saved it so I could be the one to end it, but somehow Tarek almost gets away. Quesarato's like, not on my watch, man. And gets him, trying to hop, skip, and jump his way out of Banana. Man advantage taken for FURIA, but a lot of their guys have sustained some kind of damage here. And now this A-play looking to come through. Circuit long, getting pressured. They try and survive the journey, but getting past Cirque is a bit of a challenge for Vinny. They do go through the smoke. Of course, it's Art to make that decision right now. Wrapping CT, but is he ready for Ethan? Oh dear, no, Ethan gets there. Clears out Art. Quesarato falls, and it's all onto Henny in the blink of an eye. 8 seconds left as well, so it's just not happening, is it? He hears the man at short, does drop Stan, but that's him holding on to the AWP.
Again, so many weird rounds for FURIA in this T side. Some good, some not so great. And that's one of them, right? They get so much control up long, but then they have that realization kick in that they're walking into another stack, and they try and wait on Art to come in on that flank, but he gets caught by Breezy. There's 10 seconds left, and they don't even get a long wrap in. EG just deny it from that double pit setup that has done them so many good things.
You know, the biggest blunder in the round is obviously blocking your teammates' molly. Can't really account for those things. They do happen. Unfortunately, Henny, though, real quick with it, puts Cirque in his place. That's going to be out of this round. 5 on 4 already.
Yeah, FURIA might just take B after that util expires because it's been the best site for them in this map so far, and they've got a pick as well. EG are actually gambling. 4A, no B, and they might be right. FURIA committing here, running up through mid. Art finds a gun on the way. There's all the CTs in the site. Tarek is close, hidden by the smoke, but Vinny shoots him through it as it blooms. Stan with the AWP. They might not expect a 5th player here. We just killed 4.
Yeah, I mean... They just evaporated almost, right? Like just not in the round anymore. So kind of unbelievable. Yeah, and Stanislaw is forced to just kind of hide out. hope for the best. 5 alive for FURIA in a flawless round. Looks pretty convincing to me, Hugo.
Yes, indeed, Trace.
So whose M4 has Art got? Because it's a very, very pretty M4. Look at that.
Golden coil with the skeleton.
It's not
stickers.
golden
Is it
coil,
not golden
man. That's
coil?
night. How
Night,
do
that's
you know
the
the
one. Yeah,
difference,
yeah.
bro?
Come on, man.
Man, the
You're
first
meant to
time I've
be a
ever
professional.
Yeah, the first time I've ever tried to guess a skin name. Oh, look, the Orb Asimov, my favorite.
Dude, that's the AWP snake skin. What are you on about?
So, should I let the big surprise out, Harry?
What's the big surprise?
It's not really a big surprise, but so there's this Asimov skin, right, Hugo?
Yeah.
And basically, I have a motorcycle. It needs new fairings, needs new plastic.
Oh, I know where this is going.
And so what I've gone for
Oh, dear.
is an Asimov-themed motorcycle.
Really?
And hopefully it turns out okay. Otherwise, I might be looking extra ridiculous riding down the road, but I guarantee you, people will see you in orange and white.
Yeah.
And that's what you want on a bike.
And that'll be the most expensive Asimov skin that exists till this day.
I actually don't think so.
No,
It wasn't that expensive.
I reckon people have probably got like Lamborghinis wrapped in like
And Asimov
Fire
skins.
Serpent, maybe.
If you have a Lamborghini wrapped in any sort of CSGO skin, let's not even limit it to a Fire Serpent.
Oh yeah, it can be anything. We're not that picky.
Hell, if you have a Lamborghini, tweet at us a picture of your Lamborghini. But also a timestamp with the local newspaper in your hand.
Evidence. You can't just go
And
Google
your driver's
Lamborghini.
license and passport there so
Well,
we can verify that it's
Yeah, your mother's maiden name is definitely the most
and
important
the
part
street
of
you
that.
grew up on.
Bank
His
statements.
Zerg. He's got their name, address, and number, and he shut down the first. It's all up through Banana getting bested. Now the nades were back in response.
What are we trying to do, Trace? Get into their Discord account.
I can't. I can't wait to see how the Asimov bike turns out, though. Keep us posted, Trace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an ongoing, like project. So I'll let you guys know.
Yeah,
it's
if
just
you-
like hurricane thing going on home. So won't be riding a bike anytime soon, it seems.
These stacks have been perfect for EG every round on. Like, they've got 3 at B right now. They had 5 on A the other round, and FURIA walking right into it. Unfortunately, the weaponry is the biggest problem here for EG. They've got the AWP, and that is it. Cirque has to do so much heavy lifting here, but he's been smoked off, and that AWP rattling, might scare FURIA a little bit. They now know that it sits in the site, and they've got to run it down.
Carrick's trying to hide up on the boost as well, and no one's even checked it for FURIA. Now Vinny will. Boom. Cirque with the AWP, got to put on a bit of a show, and he's doing exactly that. Henny will best him the second time around and leaves this in a 2-on-2. Bomb now going down, and for Stan, he's a long way away. Breezy's retrieved an M4. The temptation to save might be there, but they're buying up next round anyway, right? And it's a 2-on-2. I think you give this a look in, especially with Stan having a kit. Makes it that much more enticing. But with Henny nailing that shot, for Stanislaw, it's going to have to be a pretty nuts 1v2 that just won't happen. FURIA on to 7. They keep this lead in their favor.
Yeah, and that kit, Harry, Hugo, that's kind of what was going to be the lifeblood in that retake. Except for when Breeze dies, all of the wins are out of that sail. Not all the sails, just that sail.
Yep, and the ship will sink. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, the wind stops blowing, the ship sinks.
Immediately.
You know what they say about loose lips?
They do sink ships.
They sink ships. That's right, Hugo. Man, you have paid attention these past 15 seasons of Pro League together.
I work hard, I play hard, but not as hard as FURIA on this T side. They're building, and they're on 7. Another anti-eco as EG 2 on B. If FURIA commit, it's going to be their round, and they might just commit.
So will it be their round? That's the prediction. And it's looking good right now. While Stan does deal with Yuri, that might just be an AK saved. But what do I know, right? I said that last round and it didn't happen, so don't believe me. Bomb now going down, and Art finding that kill through the smoke. Now it is the save. Now I can bank on that. And hey, I was right all along. FURIA, 8 on the board. And the weird thing for me there is that EG, they already took that eco in the round prior. They actually had like enough cash, but I guess they really wanted to prioritize having this utility, and that makes some sense, right? When you think about how FURIA kind of go for these explosive plays. And if you don't have the mollies, the smokes, the nades to do damage, to delay that push, to make it really tricky for FURIA, then you do just get run over. So I kind of like the idea that EG are just leaning heavily into their system, into their game plan, prioritizing having everything. It shows that there's not like desperation yet setting in for EG, but it does give this very, very good scoreline over to FURIA of an 8-4, one that could get a damn sight sweeter before the half draws to a close. And only now, after these 2 ecos or 2 partial buys, are you coming in with an investment. So it better be worth it for EG.
Yeah, everything on this. If they fall here, FURIA just sweep the half, probably 11-4, right? At least 10. And at that point, ooh, EG, they might be facing their first loss, not just in Pro League, but also versus FURIA. They played 5 BO3s in 2020, 6 under the EG banner if you count the end of last year, and they have won every single time.
But today, it could be different.
Times are changing, Trace.
They are. Speaking of time, it has stopped, at least in the server, because we are on a pause of seemingly the technical variety. Perhaps we'll get updated here. League Ops could be phoning through any second. We'll get a report from down on the field. So anyway, this is basically how, like, oh, did you hear that horse?
I heard it, man.
I heard a neigh. I swear I just heard a neigh.
Yeah, dude, well, your horses, they are like native to this area of Inferno. Gotta watch out for them. I've certainly seen some animals in my day playing this map in Pugs, so yeah, it would make a lot of sense.
It also would appear as though there's a bit of a lag on one of the EG players. We shall not say his name, not unless you ask nicely, and we're not going to do that anyway. Are we, Hugo?
Well, I don't know who it is, Trace, so couldn't tell you if I wanted to.
All right, let's keep it that way. Shh. Fine, we'll just be quiet and let all this dead air fill your ears. Starting now. Well, we've had a look at the tilapia.
Yeah, I don't like this.
I don't like it at all either, right?
I tried to do it. I didn't like it.
I would rather talk about
Can we try and sell,
anything.
Can we try and sell Inferno as like a holiday destination with all the
That's what you
camera angles?
That's what you thought of.
Yeah, dude. I think that would be sick. I think Hugo's got the voice for it as well.
Well, we also have, you know, sort of exotic fishing, expeditions that we can put out there. You can see.
Nothing's more exotic than fishing for the 8 koi fish that are in this pond in the middle.
Water looks dirty. I don't know if I want to eat it.
What do you mean, dude? That fish there on the left looks totally fine.
Harry, would you eat that lily?
No, dude. I don't think you can either. Look at this, man. I've never really watched the fish this closely before.
I think they float when the bomb goes off, but I could be wrong. Just pay attention to that next time.
Look at it, man. I'm pretty sure that if fish stop swimming, don't they die?
Yeah, if you
I don't think
pull
all
a fish backwards.
I know that sharks did. That's it. That's what I'm basing that off of entirely. And there's no sharks in that water. I can actually confirm that.
It's shallow.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of food variety there, obviously, for the sharks.
I don't think
Who's
they're
feeding
that
these
picky.
fish?
That's a good point, man. Maybe there's like a groundskeeper that like comes in between bouts of warfare to keep everything clean and tidy, drags the bodies out, feeds the fishes.
I mean, that's kind of what we were thinking about, right? It's like a CSGO Zamboni almost. And all they do is they just come around, they clean the map up, they get the server ready for the next game. Makes the most sense to me.
Well, guys, the game's continued. We're back in the action.
Can we never leave a silence that long ever again?
I like that.
I'm still unsettled by it. It's going to take me like weeks of counseling to get that one back on track. And look at this. He's getting rushed down the banana. Tarek Surely you're not ready for him here, because who on earth does this? Art kind of gets a taste of his own medicine there from Tarek. It does get spammed down shortly thereafter, thanks to K-Serato, and a lot of damage done to Ethan earlier on. There was a deep nade thrown in, but it fell at the sandbags, and if that had gone for the corner, Ethan would have been deleted as well.
A 4-on-4. Split right down the middle. Heavy B presence here for FURIA. Bomb backing all the way up. And then heading all the way back.
Again, EG have had a lot of good gambles in this game, but this is not one of them. They're leaning 3A right now. Ethan's gone swapped with Stan, who does have health. But again, EG are like playing retake on B. They don't have anyone in the site. This might just lead them in a 4-man save if they can't find any of these smoke kills. I doubt that's what they're going for, though, right? They're going to set up to try and retake. Ethan drawing in attention from a range. Stan, his muzzle flash will not give him away with these silent shots through the smoke.
I was about to say, somebody's getting killed through a smoke.
Yeah, eventually. Or maybe just where the smoke was. It's faded now. Henny's taking AWP fights towards CT. He's 9-1. He was a tank on Nuke. Stan waiting for over-aggression, but again, it's the double setup on the coffins for FURIA. No reason to push. Wait for them to come to you. Henny still drawing attention in CT. EG, they've got to move now. And they do, trading effectively. Stan takes on down onto K-Serato, and Henny, it's his time to shine.
Oh, fully blind, deals with Breezy, has Yuri here to help out, and there's no smoke for the bomb. That means Cirque has to be damn near flawless, and while he does hit the first shot, Henny has played this to perfection, baits the tap again. Stan is not sticking it, and Henny balls of steel, takes down a third, and lives to tell the tale. Continuing this incredible run is Henny, 12-1 right now. That's a 12 KD. It's really only downhill from here. That's the downside, right? Like, that KD only ever gets worse. But still, he's putting on a massive showing right now. Keeping up that performance from Nuke. That was, like, the big question, right? We often see, especially, like, bear in mind, this is T-side AWPing he's doing this on Inferno. Some of the best AWPers in the world full silent on T-side Inferno AWPing. And yet he is still the standout man. Look at this. Look what we got going on.
What is going on here?
They've coordinated this themselves. That's impressive.
Did they coordinate this themselves?
Certainly wasn't us. I don't know if you've been in the Discord in your off time, Trace. And
Actually.
No. Trace can't get on Discord. Not until he's given him that DNA sample. Well, FURIA, man, they're looking to give EG a DNF in this series. K-Serato with the nade. That's going to find a lot of damage. Tarek, great catch, but sadly, no. Oh.
Okay, 13-1.
How did that happen? Oh, they try and retrieve the pistol, and to their demise, Art with a double. Top B belongs to FURIA, and they do rotate a man in, but with Yuri opening up this A site, that bomb doesn't even have to head into B. They can rotate away. They've got full control on the other side of the map.
That's got to be super annoying for Cirque, right? Like, you get Molotov'd off, you're not going to run down through that, but by the time you get to even checking it, it's just K-Serato hanging out at the tree, and the bomb getting planted on A.
They've smoked bottom B, so I was going to say Cirque might not even be ready for the fight, but K-Serato just swings it anyway and says goodnight. 10-4, FURIA. Oh my, this is quite the performance from them.
It's just a contrast from the, you know, the statistic that we're normally seeing with these two teams at least. Also English. It's kind of escaping me at this hour.
They've done their work. They've done their homework. They've prepared well, and it's all showing up in the server today. Last round of the half, EG with a double AWP as well. Tarek has joined Cirque. Taken over towards B. Cirque on the mid shot. He's going to cross. He sees nothing. They're already up Banana. Aid at the top of B. Decent damage, nothing too special. Art flashes forward and takes Ethan out, crossing sandbags. Tarek's going to try and post up with the AWP, but already dodged by Art, and he's got grenades to keep the man back. Smoke down, Art's through it, he always is, but Tarek does hit the shot. Can he get away alive? Ooh, only just. Stan does provide cover, and Tarek posts back up, and now they've smoked the cross. Boost up for EG to put Stan in position. He might be able to shut down this round. There's one, heading with the bomb. Tarek's gone through. Oh, what is he doing? He's crazy, and he's gonna hit the shot. He's no-scoped Yuri right through the smoke. Henny back at the site. This would be a clutch for the ages.
Yeah, 1v4, they are asking a lot. One man wrapping in through the ruins. Henny not able to catch that timing. And then Orps everywhere he looks. Tarek has had a great round, and he's looking to continue that. Henny onto the Deagle, and Breezy there to lay him to rest. EG, they find a fifth, and it takes Tarek putting up his own artwork down towards the top of B to get them there. Is there still a chance for EG to remain undefeated on Inferno and keep this series going? Or do FURIA break 2 streaks in 1 win? Join us in just a moment to find out.
And we're back with some more action here at the ESL Pro League Season 12. And as you can tell, it's not gone well for the side of Evil Geniuses on their CT side. But for us, we get to admire and moreover look at what FURIA can do on their CT side. Now, reminding you that this series has quite a bit of a statistic behind it. Hugo, what's that statistic?
Oh, which one do you want? Do you want the 12 wins in a row on Inferno for EG? Or do you want the fact that out of 6 of the last BO3s played, FURIA has never been able to beat EG in a series?
Yeah, that last one is the better one.
Yeah, they're both true. And it might all be turned on its head right here, right now in this pistol round. K-Serato pushing mid, FURIA with no fear on that CT side, and they've already taken a man down.
Yeah, I think the sound's back here.
My favorite thing is getting to do the sound effects. That's the whole reason I was brought in, so I just feel redundant.
Well, that's canceled. So moving forward, we're talking about banana control. We're talking about art. We're talking about how Henny has also emerged and won't be there for much longer. Breeze with 2 quick kills in easy succession. It's going to cause Vinny to force a fight down middle, but the B-bomb site is open for the taking, and Yuri will be the first on the scene.
Oh, yeah, this one, it was looking good for FURIA at the start, but Breezy has bailed them out.
Yeah.
Now, Vinny through the smoke. Oh, Yuri running in as well. It's all onto Cirque, and he's 10 HP. Does tap down the first, but somehow that 2-on-3, 2-on-4 comes up in favor of FURIA.
Vinny smoke shot the guy covering the bomb plant. He just random shot him through the smoke, and that allows his teammate to run through and kill the planter getting off the bomb. That's luck for Vinny, but boy, is it welcome. Look at this. That's stand dead. Yuri just goes through, and he easily catches the planter. Oh, my. What can't they win?
I don't know, man. That's some wild stuff. I do love that they're playing from the same room and just really giving it all the height that they could possibly give it.
That is something else. That is unbelievable. And that's EG. That's their lifeline gone. Now they're forcing. Warp in the second round, of course.
Of course. You got to get visceral with it. Of course.
Yes, indeed.
No? All right.
Oh, I like it, Trace. I like the energy, the power.
Just trying to bring some of that English hype because we all know that the English sort of accent delivers the best commentary. And now I didn't say that out loud, and hopefully no one heard me, but...
Been rumbled. Well, Harry, give us some of that English accent. Give us some of that best commentary in the world.
Man.
Put some English on it, man.
I think I'm ready. So yeah, like this force buy decides everything for EG, really. Like they've put a lot into this round, and so they need results. They want results, and they want to keep these two streaks going, both the yet to lose on Inferno and yet to lose to FURIA. FURIA are looking at N2-1, but Ethan opening the round up with a kill onto the aggro art down through Banana. Now primes this A hit to come through. Queserato waiting on the far side of this smoke. It's going to start to fade, and he lands the dink onto Tarek, but not the killing blow. Did snipe Breezy out from behind, and Yuri able to get up close and personal, brings this into a 3-on-3. Vinny's wrapping the smoke. There's the AWP from Henny, and the numbers now starting to dwindle, but Cirque has rekindled the round. Yuri out from the apartments. This is messy. This is anyone's game, and Yuri offering up the 1v1 now. With a chance, Cirque in the site looking for the fight, and Yuri spots him, does the damage, and wins out the round. 3 kills for Yuri. It's another close one. It's another bomb plant for EG, but in the post plant, FURIA coming clutch again to put 12 on the board.
Out of words at this point, right? Like, that's a great double app setup as well. EG were not ready for the second player pushing through. Vinny on the wrap provides at least some distraction. And then Yuri, oh my, he sees Ethan's head on the car, or on the bike rather, in pit, removes that, calls Cirque crossing, and then just perfectly waits for the peak. Just, yeah, everything's going right for FURIA. They're playing things by the book, and boy, are the results speaking for themselves. 12-5. EG not even in this game right now. Their chance of the pistol round that was theirs, surely theirs, stolen away.
So many questions every single time.
Yeah.
But that is the fan cam way. Here we go. Evil Geniuses spearheading up what is alternate middle or second mid, whatever you have it. Banana control firm for FURIA. They begin to push down on the back of a Molotov. Grenade going to land at Ethan's feet. He's going to take down to about half health. Well, for FURIA, they can just kind of set up and they can wait it out. Where it's Evil Geniuses that have to keep guessing, poking, and prodding, trying to find the right answer here.
Yeah, they've smoked off long over at the top of mid, and it looked like they wanted to gear up for some top mid control, and that bomb does rotate back through T-Abs, so that might still be the end plan here for EG, but the problem is you've gone very, very silent at Banana, and FURIA aren't the kind of team that are going to take that as like, oh, well, they could still be here, you know, we'll hang back, we'll play inside of the site. No, Art is already peeking down Banana. He has seen that there's no one here, and so FURIA know this is an A-play looming. They drop the bomb down in the pit. Yuri in with another, but it's still in the advantage of EG. Now these rotates come in from the Banana. Only MP9s to work with. as they charge on up into the top of mid. EG, they might finally have the winning recipe to a round here. Smoke goes down to allow the MP9s to get in close, but they get turned to toast by Cirque, who doubles up. 6 on the board for EG. And that there, you know, it kind of shows how, like, this T-side economy lean is pretty damn strong. Like, you think about how this game, or how this second half has started, right? With 2 victories in favor of FURIA, but both having bomb plants, both coming down to 1v1s. And in that round there, EG actually get a better buy than FURIA, which, you know, a little bit broken, but it's worked out in favor of EG, and it means we get even more of this matchup. So I'm not complaining yet.
He might later. We'll see. Zeus on art. Stylish investment. He's taking it to the apartments, and he might get the results he wants as well. Ooh, P250 out. Breezy there. Oh my. Art's waiting on the corner for it. Vinny's been lost in the meantime. B is getting taken control of by FURIA, or EG rather. FURIA all dead. And he reaggresses, but to his demise, and it's just on Serato. Blake, you miss it. This eco has gone nowhere for FURIA. They found not a single kill, and that shouldn't be changing with Tarek backing out as well. 7 for EG. And yeah, those back-to-back forces, they really pay dividends to EG, who now are not in control, but at least somewhat out of the woods, somewhat building into this game with 5 alive in this one too. They're going to start to make some money, and FURIA are, you know, running for scraps right now. They got 2 to 3K a player, still another eco before they can even buy in.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, you know, you can look at the scoreboard here, and yeah, it's pretty evenly aligned for FURIA, but I mean, I'm looking at Henny for that first half, and I'm saying, goodness gracious, if he picks up where he left off, that's a done data for the evil geniuses.
Nades didn't find anything. But the USP has, or rather P2K, I didn't realize Art was a P2K man. He was able to dink Stan, and he's waiting at the sandbags. Sadly, this might be the last time we see Vinny in this round, and it looks like it. There's quite the stack.
Respect.
Ethan uncovers it. And now that's the signal for EG to pick up the pace and get into A. And Tarek gets unleashed to head up that charge. Cirque trying to leave the banana, doesn't want to give the AWP over. Yuri's got his hands on an AK, and Tarek is already deep within the library, ready to cut off these rotates. So for FURIA, it will just be this save, giving over the 8th to EG. 4 players staying alive, so money building up for Evil Geniuses. Still a chance to long this out, take us to a 3rd, take us to that coveted overpass that we're looking forward to seeing these teams play on if we get there.
That's going to be wild. Firstly, because I don't think we've casted an overpass here yet, Harry. It's the least played map of 2020. In top 30 teams. The only one.
It's a shame. I think it's a great map.
It's got 3 maps played less than Vertigo. Like that's a considerably underplayed map for how good it is. But yeah, right now, I mean, EG and FURIA, they both have like 1 game, 1 map logged on an overpass in recent history in the last 3 months. So we don't really know what we're getting from that one. And yeah, that could spice things up. EG have got to get us there, though. Won't be easy. FURIA 4 rounds away from closing this in a 2-0. Double orb. This is the double eco that we've been waiting for, now having its result. They have everything they need. Loads of util. 1 kit on Yuri. Cirque's got his orb as well, and he's certainly come to life in this map. Molly up B for Ethan. Won't be holding on forever, though. Even dropping a smoke to deny these Molotovs that FURIA are throwing down. Won't really do that, though. And plenty more where that came from. FURIA rotate Serato back to A. Palmer's getting taken. Art getting naded. He's above the smokes, past the car, but Ethan's crossed as well.
Look at that hole in the smoke. Takes the pop shot there on the Ethan. Ethan's able to slide away. Then he going back to old reliable. Here we go. We got about 3 deep trying to hit banana right now. Art not quick enough on it. There's a trade. Vinny's going to go for the off. Subsequently get mollied into oblivion. That's it. Stanislaw has done it. They've eliminated the B threat for the time being, but the rotation in case Serato's there, and he's not one to be messed with. So FURIA are good for 1 out of all of that skirmish and out of all of that battle on B. Perhaps Evil Geniuses start to lean on the B side because of it.
Yeah, you already see Tarek moving back. Breezy gonna get left here to lurk in the apartments. Henny, maybe, not gonna be able to catch anyone leaving middle. So now we look to K-Serato. We need a big performance out of him. This is, you know, he often waits to be in these positions, does K-Serato. And now he needs to show us why. We need something big. Henny might die to the lurk of Breezy as well while this is happening, but he hasn't. He's given a 3-on-3 over. And now K-Serato buying time. Yuri with the spam through the smoke. And K-Serato still just being a nuisance. Tarek with the 180. What? He's so low on time. And he almost gets all the kills needed. This is wild, man.
Okay, Tarek. Okay, then.
Content King. Back in again.
Man, just spinning around, killing people.
He almost gets 3, but time ticks low, and there's no CT smoke up after Yuri spams through it and gets a double. Henny finishes with a pistol on that quick rotate. And yeah, Harry, you talk about that lurk over on A. Well, Henny needed that kill. Henny had to get it, or the round would have been won by Tarek. So that could have definitely gotten dicey, but it's still going to be a FURIA round. This whole game is crazy. 13-8.
Yeah, EG go with another tactical timeout. And that 13-8 that you're talking about, well, it continues to grow. FURIA winning a lot of rounds here. We're going to have to get to the bottom of that. Perhaps they do win this. We're going to have to ask them a few questions about some of these rounds. Because, as the Gwen Stefani says, this ish is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. End quote.
That is the correct spelling of bananas, I'd like to confirm.
Don't want to say that's how I remember how to spell bananas my entire adult life, but here we are.
Well, back to the banana they go, but not for long. Triple B for FURIA as they once again go about their business. Throwing the utility down and maybe rotating a third back, as is tradition. Henny will do that. Double Orb still here for FURIA. Cirque's got his. Yuri playing apps. Not in it. Just on the balcony instead. K-Serato in the pit. Henny coming in late to long, clearing the corner in case EG are out. And boy, they're out with a bang. K-Serato keeping the advantage up in the favor of FURIA, but a flick needed. Henny spots the cross and the bomb. That's caused a full rotation. Minute 15 in the round, and FURIA 4A. They know this one's coming.
Yeah, there is still a timing in which EG could head back, but they are committed, right? They are moving in for the kill. Henny with the tag, still fighting, still a problem. And just refusing to die. Henny not giving up an inch of ground. Art with a missed shot as well. This has gotten very chaotic, and EG, they realize there's an opportunity here to go back towards that B bomb site. With 45 seconds left, they begin their rotation. But Vinny has just cleared out the top of mid. FURIA know that this is coming their way. Art's gonna smoke the top of Banana. That doesn't hold EG back, and he almost gets spammed.
Ooh.
Run boost. Oh, Cirque nails it. And Stan follows up with another. And now they frag so hard that the entire server is dying in the process. This isn't how it was meant to go. This isn't how it was meant to happen. Oh, what's even going on? Place your bets. Hashtag ESL Pro League. Let us know who took this round. It could go any which way. We're picking it up from the slideshow. We've got PowerPoint running at the highest possible frames right now. And Ethan, he's kept it in the 1v2. K-Serato left on the case. Now, did you say FURIA? Did you say EG? Because K-Serato, he's bowing out. He's giving it up. He's given over a 9th round to the Evil Geniuses as they make that one go in their favor. And no one, and I repeat, no one knows how. Not even us.
No.
Absolutely not.
Oh, that's such a kicker of a round to lose. Art has the early rotate. He's in B there with the smoke. He doesn't know how deep they are. He could have either peeked at the top of B or he could have dropped a deeper smoke, giving him more room to play with. But he goes for the shallow smoke. He goes for a shot through it. Then Henny comes on rotation. Comms, something goes on. He flashes Art, full flashes Art as the run boost comes in. So when Cirque lands, it's sort of faded, but Art's also a little bit blind. And that really was not the round that FURIA wanted either. Flashed by his teammate on the solo B, and EG take the round. That should have never have been theirs, but...
I did like the Assassin's Creed impersonation by Cirque there. That was actually pretty solid stuff. But here we go, back to Banana with the Evil Geniuses. Well, for at least the side of FURIA, there's one USP at Coffin.
Oh, I don't like the no X-ray mode on this. Who knows what's going on?
I just, you know, I'm enjoying the no X-ray. It's just the no radar that's really getting me.
There's something happening. Maybe technical problems on our side, on their side, maybe both. The bomb has been planted, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, man.
Let's watch this round out, and I do believe that we're going to have a little bit of a situation on our hands. No one's seemingly happy about this. Obviously, they're not going to high-five there towards Coffin. So with that in mind, we're going to go to a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to restart the round, and we're going to make it all hunky-dory all over again. We'll be right back, everyone.
Don't give up, don't give in. Don't let me down. Be the one to wipe their grin when they hear this sound. Don't give up, don't give in before they catch a glimpse. I know you'll find the strength within. This is your last chance. This is it, this is not a drill. Hold nothing back, this shoot to kill. In this leap of faith that you're in me too. You stand alone, but I'll watch over you. The clock is ticking, the clock is ticking. A single second could mean everything. Time is running, the time is running out. Don't give up, don't give in. Don't let me down. Be the one to wipe their grin when they hear this sound. Don't give up, don't give in before they catch a glimpse. I know you'll find the strength within. This is your last chance. Now's your time to shine. Make it count. Honor our sacrifice. And now this is your last chance. Introduce me, I'm the renegade. Ooh, every single night, I crave the taste. It's the adrenaline running through my gait. It gets me high, high, high. Got no time to waste. Ain't got time for small talk. I tell you the truth. I'm fascinated you. I'ma tell you the truth. Not in it to lose. Just fascinated you. Look into my eyes. I'm not afraid.
We're very, very, very sorry. Very apologetic about that pause, but sometimes in the tech variety, you cannot control those things. Out of the player's control, out of our control. But we're back now. Freeze time is over. FURIA sit 13-9. That's where we're going to be starting from. Like it or not, that's what we got. Let's see if EG and company can keep this one going. They do have tons of utility, tons of weapons, whereas we're looking at one singular AK there on Quesarado. Well, they're just going to put him right on down on the apartments. Pushes down, and, well, he's not going to do it alone. Art will be there with him.
Oh, no.
Doesn't quite matter, I suppose.
Hello, A-Site, say EG. Hello, EG, says the A-Site. And they all lived happily ever after. As EG take this bomb in through middle, they're going to get this bomb down guaranteed. They don't know it yet, but they're golden. This is it. This is a 10th round in the bag.
Yeah. Free real estate, Harry. That's what they call this. But again, not a whole lot to work off of here for the FURIA side. So bomb plant's going to come in for EG. And then, well, FURIA going to start preparing themselves for exit kills. Tarek starts to line him up in the hallway. Now, Tarek's good to take down Vinny. Henny with the response. They're going to grab at least 1 AK out of that, unless Breeze can do exactly what he just did and put a 10th up on the board for EG without any more contest going on here. Now, you'll note the money is, it's okay for FURIA. They can get some rifles out if they want to, or, yeah, that does look like to be the decision.
Yeah, it's a crucial round for FURIA. This CT side has been lacking, right? They win the pistol, a force buy for EG takes it to a 1-on-1, so they force again, they win it. And since that point, FURIA have only had 1 to the 5 rounds of EG. Guns need to do a lot. And EG, they're not waiting around. They've just taken the top of B for free. Vinny here alone with 1 Molotov and nothing else. Might be calling for some support as EG sit outside of the gates. And actually, they're inside of the gates. They push right through B. The molly comes in late for Vinny, and they've already taken the site. Another awkward situation for FURIA, where they do have a kit, but it's a long way away, and they've not exactly got the picks back in. They're low HP. A save is so tempting here, and yeah, Vinny, good luck. That smoke's going to fade as he runs for the hills, but they courteously put one down for him. Roll out the red carpet and say goodbye. It's our round. 11 for EG. They build into this T side money, rounds, confidence, all of it appearing. And for FURIA, all of it disappearing. What are the answers? What are the solutions? As EG just don't let them back in.
Nice little detail there is that FURIA were about to save 2 FAMASes. Now, Art, he found the M4 in mid. He dropped that. All right, we get it. Right. But yeah, he found the M4 in mid. He dropped the M4 back for Vinny to go and get, and then he runs to where they found a player down in middle, grabs the AK, and then they get out of the round without a single FAMAS in sight. That's brilliant. And now attack pause called in for FURIA because they want to stop this getting out of control before it gets any more out of control. EG, they were what, 4 behind? Now they're closing that gap slowly but surely. This is where things get a little bit scary. If you're FURIA, you know that EG have a real knack for winning this series and winning Inferno. 12 maps undefeated for EG, and a series in which EG are undefeated.
You also start to, you know, calculate, restack, recenter the money over here on EG, and it's going to be there for some time. So FURIA don't have a whole lot to, well, I guess, let up on in that department.
Here we go, another attempt at the madness for FURIA. They went from 4A to 4B. Really tipped this one upside down, and EG is still coming their way regardless. The grenades go up and down, and boy, do they do damage for EG. Follow up though, Art blows out Ethan. Vinny spams Breezy through a smoke. Attack has come through, but only gets 1. Bomb dropped to the top of B, and no survivors, only casualties here for EG. 3v1, it's up to the lurking ult, and Stan, he is a long way from home.
Yeah, that round really did not go the way of EG. Stan gets tagged down to 10. He backs away because, well, the bomb is already compromised. It's going to be Yuri and Henny that are controlling Banana. Stan's going to try to flash his way through it, but he doesn't even get a chance to make it through the smoke. Henny with the spray, and that's all he's got to say. 14 for FURIA, 11 for Evil Geniuses.
It's beautiful, isn't it, man? The fact that we might see FURIA finally win this series with the confidence pick of Inferno. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, Inferno is a good FURIA map, but EG are the best Inferno team in NA right now by like a big margin. Even the fact that this appeared as the map pick of FURIA is like a statement in and of itself. You know, they weren't just looking to beat EG on any old map. They wanted to show they could do it on Nuke, which is like another home territory of EG, and then here on Inferno. And what a story that would be.
FURIA have picked their pick for them, and they might be taking it away from them in this series. Double orb, Art and Henny wielding the weapons. Got Art on that B site, Henny long side, and EG, they've been stacked on B. Or walked into some stacks from FURIA, so they're tempted away for now. But you'll notice Ethan's still holding on, and at any point they could double back and take this banana control. Again, Vinny playing anti-flash with Art holding with the orb, but now in middle, the long smoke down is pushed the other orb back. It's all a bit of a ruse by the looks of things. With the long smoke coming down, they could try and wrap CT, but Henny peeks before it blooms and finds Stanislaw. Back for more. Tarek making it through just about. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. It's going to be that B hit with a wrap through Spawn. Henny trying to stop it. Art holds for the jump up. The boost denied as Ethan gets picked apart and Art backs further into the site. Tarek is waiting on a lurk, but right now it's down to the two B players with 25 seconds to do it. Tarek hears the rotation. He is on this backstab, but this all requires his teammates to get the entries, and there's not time. 20 seconds, they've got to go. Tarek finally springing his trap card, taking down Henny, and here comes the B play with 15 on the clock.
And Hart's just trying to bide his time, trying to waste as much off the clock as he can, just needs to stay alive, but Tarek is able to deal with him. That round was balancing on a nice edge. Tarek back to Banana, runs out of ammo. We're into this awkward 2-on-2 now. Cirque at the coffins, a bit of a role reversal as he now tries to hold back the incoming onslaught of FURIA. Smoke down to obscure his vision. Run boost to try and get them round the corner, but it doesn't pan out. Breezy holding from CT, lines that kill up and makes it look easy. And for Keserato, it's a save. He's not looking to go for this one. 12 on the board for EG. They keep it competitive. They keep it close. But at least from saving this AK, a buy is still available to FURIA in this next round.
If Tarek went any earlier there, he's lost and he's dead, and the round's probably done at that point, but he just plays it so well by hiding in the archway. He makes Henny doubt himself, second guess on that rotate, and Henny has been so good in this series. So Tarek, 22 and 19, top of the server, outbrains the opposition, comes in on that flank, and that causes so much chaos. If Art could have stayed alive just a few more seconds, that could have been FURIA's round, but no retake today. Even with that kill backup Banana, FURIA have to save, and only one rifle. It's not a pretty round for them by any means. EG nipping at their heels, so close behind. And feeling the comeback as well. The 2 rounds FURIA have had since the pistol and conversion, they've been reset right after, that being one of them. It's FURIA, not exactly rich. Could all come tumbling down right here, right now, if EG find their round. Three on B again, FURIA, more standard setups, right? Not wanting to get read by EG on a fast A attack with only one man there. We've seen how that can catch out the defense on a map like Inferno. Henny getting boosted up onto the wall. Back to a 4A stack, though. Art with the AWP alone on B. Definitely someone who can do this fine, right? We've seen Vinny alone on B and EG go back into it and take it from him, but Art at least has a smoke to stop that. That's why Vinny rotates back. EG set up in the apartments and mid. Looks like an A play from the get-go.
Tarek dumps a smoke there at the end of apartments, and you're right, 5 deep for EG. Art just chilling. It's going to be a pretty boring round for him, all things considered. We're going out 3 deep of apartments for the Evil Geniuses. Ethan finds the first. Fury dinks on a breeze. By that, I mean Tarek. Tarek falls. So this has really gone back and forth in both directions. Art, I said he was going to be bored this round, and it continues.
Yeah, Yuri didn't know how many players got out of the apartments there. He gets one, but then just swung from the pit. Breezy has such a massive couple of opening kills. And that's forced to save. EG. Not wanting it to be GG. Not yet, anyway.
And that's scary, man. They walk into a 4-man stack. That was a 5-on-4 site take that they end up emerging pretty darn victorious from. Henny, with a really good effort. Like, I feel like so much props has to go his way throughout this series, right? Really was just stellar back on Nuke. And we were wondering if he could keep it up, and he can. And sadly, it was the rest of the guys back in the site that kind of fumbled. Yuri with the nice kill onto the players that get down into the pit, but he just had no idea how many were in that position. Henny did all he had to do short side as well. It was that decision to send 3 out of the apartments aggressively into pit right away that brought that one back at all.
Look at the money, right? This has just been FURIA getting beat on this CT side. 4 rounds only. It's a 10-5 first half. It felt like a GG. It felt like it was done, but EG have not given up.
And FURIA have even gained a few rounds here just to put themselves up on 14. Look at this. They don't even check for Henny. Henny somehow nets himself no kills, but it's Yuri, and that's all that matters. Circle the response, and finally, there's some trades going in the way of EG. Case Serrato.
Oh,
just back and forth all over the place. Stanislaw laid out of apartments, and that's going to be the last defender over here at A. So Vinny left on a deagle. So far away from the fight. EG aren't even going for the bomb plant right now. They're not sure that, you know, maybe this was a stack. Potentially more players here.
Does he want to save the AWP or give it a go? He's already backing out. Yeah, Art coming in on the banana flank, right? Maybe if he was a few seconds later, Cirque would have been off it, and that could have been a retake attempt for FURIA. Yuri and Henny, right? That 2-man setup on short side. It's all the kills of Yuri, but Henny's drawing the attention just as much and doubling down. Even the deagle of Case Serrato finding one, it felt like it was going to slip through EG's fingers, but they've grasped tight and kept this one close as they come, going for round 30.
Yeah, I mean, even when we spoke to Art in that pre-game interview, you know, he said how, like, versus EG, the problem they have is closing the games out. And I feel like you can see that frustration, you know. That round there was their chance to reach 15 on a partial buy and be flushed for cash with a bit of a buffer between them and EG. And you could see, like, the kind of enticing the enticing promise of that really spurred them to go for some of these aggressive peaks. Like Art does what he often does, rushes down the banana, tries to get stuck in, and Cirque's just waiting for it. And then there's like that moment of like hesitancy and realization, like, have we just thrown this one away? And it leads to players getting caught out all across the map for the side of FURIA. A real shame to see Case Serrato falling at that A site due to the late play in through the apartments. And that is a head-in-your-hands moment. That must feel horrible. That was your chance to reach match and series point in a round that you had no business getting to that scoreline in.
But look at this round right here, Harry. That AWP Art was able to hold on to. And then they're backed up by rifles. Henny's going to have one for himself. It's going to be a fast play. EG realized the map controller pretty important right here. How aggressive FURIA can be.
No. Yeah, I was going to say, they almost rotate 5A there. It's just within 20 seconds. Like, that would have been crazy.
And you wonder what the comm would be for that.
Yeah, the calls must be getting, like, flustering as well. We've seen, you know, team flashes and the likes cause rounds to get lost. Art eats a nade. He's waiting for the jump. He's killed Ethan on the boost here. Even a flick down would find potentially damage on 3. But he's not to know, right? And he doesn't want to take a shot knowing he might get swung off the back of that shot. So he's just going to wait for the kill if it comes to him.
Yeah, so patient Cirque. On the other end, there it is. Art finally gets a shot. He takes it onto Ethan. That might be enough to deter EG from going towards B.
Oh, no.
No one's actually looking at the apartments. No one's even considering it. And this has already ruined this very heavy short setup before. Henny will put one on the board, but Tarek now emerging from the apartments. Yuri having to split his attention between mid and apps. Both players here, they make their presence known. The AKs ring out.
Oh dear.
Case Serrato dropped.
Dear.
It's fallen onto Stan to try and carry EG to match, or map point rather, Stanislaw. There's another player wrapping in from behind, and Vinny's got it dead to rights. 15 for FURIA. Now, we either head to overtime here on this second map, or FURIA, they finally beat EG.
They break a curse almost. And I mean, we say curse like that, but mainly it's just, you know, the numbers are speaking for themselves.
Yeah, every time FURIA get a kill on the Apps player, they like look away, like, yeah, there's the Apps dude. Now they're coming mid. But it was like a triple balcony walk for EG. If they just dropped Pit, they could have won the round alone.
That was the exact same round that undid that triple short setup last time, right? But this time, FURIA, they're more aware. Not as many players drop into Pit straight up. And EG were kind of astonished at the fact that there was no one in the site challenging them. They couldn't believe it. FURIA now trying to go aggressive, trying to push the boat out here. They clear out the apartments. They've got that under control. Art's even looking for a pick down the banana. Flash goes over, but he is not blind. And he removes Ethan early on. Man advantage for FURIA. EG up against 15 on a map that they've been undefeated on. And Art looking to go toe-to-toe. Cirque's on the angle. If Art goes round, he's surely dead. It's a tag, a trade either way, and a player close. Art's seen it, but he needs help. Vinny's there to save him. Henny with another. And FURIA, they might have done it. Breezy and Tarek left in a 2v5. They've seen 3 at B. They know that this A site is their best and maybe only chance at saving this game, saving this series. They send Tarek in through short. They've got Breezy wrapping long, but for Keserato and Yuri, they're just not looking to give fights up. They're holding this smoke. They're ready for a man to creep through, and Keserato gets it done. FURIA, they finally take down EG. They put a stop to their undefeated winning streak on Inferno.